Alright, my name is Ryan Stone. I'm going to manipulate the robot today using the various coordinate systems available. I'm going to observe what they do and report to you what I see only. So we start out in joints. In joint, when we start with J1, the robot moves left and right. We move to J2, 3, and 4. Each joint can be independently moved to wherever I want it to go. So if we change the system to JGFRM, not sure what that means yet, it looks like the robot's trying to keep the tool oriented in one direction. The big differences are J1 becomes a toward and away from combination movement similar to a forklift extending, and it keeps the tool in the same position it was at. J2 is a combination of the base turning with joint 4 to keep the tool level. And this is different from joint because J1 turns the base, and in JGFRM, J2 turns the base on the keypad. In JGFRM, J3 moves like an elevator. So it's more of an up and down movement centered on the tool. J4 is kind of difficult to explain, but it's the fourth joint rotates and tries to keep the tool in the same position. J5 is just the tool head itself. In this form, it appears that the origin is the joints that you're trying to manipulate while keeping the end effector level. We're going to move to world. World is a lot like JG form, except the joint 1 or base is where the XY axis would be. I don't see any visual differences between JGFRM, but I assume that in programming you'll have different programming than JGFRM, as its origin is just the base. What's the last one? User? Tool. So in tool form, when you manipulate any joint, it's trying to keep the tool focused on one point in the universe, in the way you would extend your arm and hold a pen against a piece of paper and trying to keep it on that same dot. Joint 1 is a forward and back movement to get in the position you want it to be. J2 is more of an up and down movement to get it to where you want to be. Correction, J3 is an up and down movement. J2 is kind of like a sweeping articulation. And then J4 is joint 4 completely turns the tool around that origin point. J5 is the fifth joint here, only mixed with the second axis to keep the tool in the same position. And then when you get down to just the last joint, it's just going to manipulate the tool. So this is definitely like a welding operation or a cutting operation. So you want to stay at the same place and move along in a consistent manner. So these are my observations for manipulating the Fanuc robot.